The only problem with doing the horizontally framing it's widescreen. This is the widescreen edition. Uh, with framing it like this is I have to put my head down like this while I'm working. Still wearing my dork glasses. All right, so this is for sale right now on eBay for $25. It's a dead, let's see here. It's a dead univox coil and magnet, and I want to buy it so bad. Nobody in the world should buy this. Man, why is it doing that? Why does it give me the little button and then it doesn't want to click over? That's okay. That was dumb. All right, there's the magnet. So I want to buy it so bad because I have such a problem. But there it is in all its glory for $25. I didn't even think it's free shipping. Hold on, where's the thing? Oh yeah, it's $25. Buy it now. So no, not even make an offer. It's $25 plus $5 shipping, and then they're going to charge tax. So you're at like $35 or something for this, which is broken, and only a guy like me could do anything with. So, but what I remembered is I've got like a bunch of these sitting around, like this guy right here. This is literally the exact same thing. It's even got, it's got the cool 1/4-inch slugs with the weird stagger, which I'm going to have to figure out and do something with. But it's sitting right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take those slugs out. We're going to take that wire off. And we're going to make a telly bridge pickup out of this dude. And look at me not framing this video vertically. I'm like Martin Scorsese Jr. over here. Anyway, let's see what's going on. All right, so these guys are just kind of sitting in the plastic bobbin here. They pop right out. There was big. So this pickup. Okay, so these were like the Univox High Flyer pickups. Now I'm getting into all that. I'll have to show some pictures of that. The Mossrite copy, famously played from time to time by Kurt Cobain. These are the single coil pickups that were in that guitar. There's a few different versions. This is kind of the lower end version that I've seen that has this coil with the slugs, and it's just sitting on a magnet, and then that's all on a steel base plate. So pretty common, made in Japan design. I think these got some goop on them. And I'm cleaning out another old pickup cover right here. Perfect timing. Yeah, ugh. All right, this is for another video. If I shoot or no, it's not gonna be a video. This one I'm just putting together, fixing up. Anyway, unrelated. All right, so these have a little. I don't know what they're not glued in, but they got some sort of weird goop on them. So put them in the lacquer thinner. Hopefully try to remember about them. Okay, so what are we up to? 2 minutes, moving right along. All right, so here we are with the old, it's got the old crusty tape on it, but we're gonna get that off no problem. I could probably, I might end up doing that, but we'll see. Drop this in the lacquer thinner for like 60 seconds, you know? And this tape would probably fall right off. If you don't do that, you can always try to warm it up with the heat gun. This stuff becomes so brittle. You just gotta, yeah, it's like, you know what it reminds me of? It's like baklava, you know, like the layers become so brittle. It either becomes so brittle or it just turns into goop. It's really funny. Or usually it's a, you know, it's got a nice crispy outside and then a gooey middle, where the glue is still super gross in the middle. All right, there's, looks like the end of the coil right there. Don't want to, well, if I do break that wire, I just don't want to lose it, but it might be the beginning of the coil. We don't know. We don't know what's going on. Just to warm that up a little bit. Don't want it to catch fire, because it will do that. You gonna come off? What is this stuff? Is this poly or Formvar? Be interesting if it was Formvar. Wait, oh, look at that. You gonna come off? All right. Is that the end of the coil? Yeah, that's the beginning. Down here. And this fucking, I could probably hook this up to some leads. This thing probably still worked. I could probably hook this up to some leads and see how much wire is on there, but where's the fun in that? All right, jackpot. You can look, you can even see the two little start and end there. All right, we're gonna try to take this dude off. Wish me luck, fingers crossed. All right, here we are. This is the exciting part. I'm gonna take this wire. Here I am with my head chopped off. We're gonna take this wire off of the old bobbin. This is, you know, I never know if I'm going to be able to pull this off. I've gotten pretty good at it, about as good as it's possible to get, up to the point where you just kind of have to get lucky. And also, you know, if there's something going on inside of the coil, there's nothing I can do about that. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that this is 42 gauge Formvar, so I think it should be a good candidate. I think we're going to have as good of a chance as it's possible to have. The other thing is, I'm not going to finish this video if I break it. So if you're seeing this, you know what that means. I pulled it off. I think I've taken wire off these bobbins before, and I got lucky. I think I'll be able to do it again. So here we go. It's always important to go to the bathroom before you start doing this, because once you start, you can't stop. It's like eating Doritos. I think that was their motto for a while. I don't remember. Here we go. All right, we're up to 15 minutes here. Hi, I'm still here. We're getting close to the bottom. I don't want to count my chickens before they've hatched, but I think we're gonna do it. Although that doesn't, getting all this wire off a complete pickup does not make. So you still got to get it on. Still got to wind the other pickup with it, and there's no guarantee, because it's pretty easy to, you know, you can break the wire trying to, it's kind of bugging out here at the very end also, so hopefully, I'm watching this wire go back and forth as it comes off. I'm not 100% sure if this pickup was machine wound or hand wound. It may have been machine wound, but, you know, they like had to adjust it a bunch. Maybe it wasn't a very good machine. I don't know. Because every time I think this is definitely machine wound, I'll see it jump way over or do something or whatever. That and if just looking at how the coil lays, It's a little lumpy and stuff, but whatever. I don't know. I'm taking the wire off, so what difference does it make? Yeah, took about 15 minutes to unwind this. Getting down to the very end here. I don't see the bobbin yet, but I can tell we're getting close to the end. The wire came off pretty clean. Hopefully, sometimes you can get a big, when you're trying to wind it. Ah, there's the bobbin. We're down to the bottom. My favorite part is when you do this and you get down to the very end and somehow the end of the wire gets wrapped up in the spool, and you can't find the end of the wire, so it was like, it's pointless, but we got it. It's all off. Came off pretty good, and I did not lose the end of the wire. So now be a great time for that belt to break when I don't have any spares. All right, check that dude out. There it all is. I'm not 100% sure if it's Formvar or poly. It looks darker in person than it does on the camera, but I think once I wind it and I see how big fat the coil is, and I see the resistance, I think I'll know if it's Formvar or poly. It might be double build poly. That's a thing too. The insulation is like, this is 42 gauge wire. I'm pretty sure of that. 99% sure of that. So the copper wire itself is the same diameter. But if it's poly wire, the thickness of the insulation is thinner than it is with Formvar. I think I talked about this in the last video. Did I talk about that? I think I said all of this stuff already. Anyway. But once I see the coil and it's done and I know the resistance, I have a pretty good idea if it is poly or if it is Formvar. Anyway, onward. All right, I'm gonna try to show this and not sound like a total idiot. Something about magnetic fields, which I'm not a scientist. I'm not a magnet scientist. But this is kind of cool. This is this like ferrofluid thing that my mom got my son for Christmas because they had it at the Science Museum, where you hold magnets up to it and it does crazy stuff. Well, guess what I thought? That may provide some insight to guitar pickups, because it with a strong enough magnet, it really does show the magnetic field in the shape. So I'm going to try to show some different magnetic fields. I don't know. Hopefully I don't sound like an idiot. And I don't know how I'm going to do this and hold the camera at the same time, but I'm going to try. So here we go. Okay, so just flip the thing around. Okay, so basically when this particular pickup came from the factory, it would have been a big ceramic bar magnet like that. I'm flipping from horizontal to vertical. I already blew it. What a dope. Anyway, and the pickup would have just been sitting on there. This was really common in a lot of MIJ pickups, and it's kind of been associated with cheap pickups because that's what they do. Sometimes there will be a steel plate underneath of it. Sometimes there won't be. This one I don't think that it did. It had a brass base plate. So it would have just been sitting on there like that. All right, so I'm going to try to hopefully show kind of what this ends up doing. First of all, it's not very strong, but you can kind of see they're just kind of, the magnetic field is just kind of sitting up there. Sounds so stupid, but you know, the magnetic field should circle around from the North Pole to the South Pole. And this one is kind of, not really, it's just kind of, you know, a little bit of a magnetic field there at the top. Okay, so obviously what's happening is this ceramic is magnetizing these steel slugs. Okay, so how is that different than a Strat pickup? If this is bad, or I should say tele pickup, because that's what I'm using to demonstrate this. Okay, so if this is bad, how come this is good? Well, for one thing, watch this. You can see right away, try to get this kind of gooped together. Here, get as much glare in there as possible. As you can see right away, the magnetic field is circling around, and you do get a broader kind of, this is actually showing it really well, because you can see, and now it won't focus, but whatever. If I could show you here on the side, because it looks really cool. You can really see what's going on there. You can see that black goop following the magnetic field. So, okay, so that's like a Strat style pickup, Fender style pickup with the rod magnets. Okay, so the way I'm going to put this pickup together, instead of like that, is going to be with the bar magnets, and these are some old MIJ ceramic bar magnets sitting on either side of the steel slugs. Now this is more like a P90. Okay, alright, so now we got that back. Let's see what I can show here. So you see, if it'll kind of do it, you do get a bigger, see, it's all the way over on that one side, because you are getting the, for Christ's sake, you are getting the magnetic field looping around there back to the magnets. Anyway, I need to finish school so I know what I'm talking about. And by school I mean elementary school. But you can kind of see, it's hard to show on camera, but some of the differences. Anyway. Alright, we're back over here at the winder. I got the bobbin put together using the original slugs, and then I cut out the top and the bottom out of some 60 thousandths fiberboard. I ended up, so these slugs had like a kind of weird stagger to them, and I was going to use it, but I ended up doing it flat on top, so you can see them sticking out a little bit. They'll be flush with the top of the cover, and the reason I did that was, and then the staggers on the bottom, so it won't make much of a difference. Because these slugs weren't super long, and I wanted to use some old ceramic magnets, some old made in Japan ceramic magnets, and the ones I found that would work and were kind of thin, basically they were that tall. So and then I needed this much on top because of the thickness of the cover, so this is what I got. I wanted as much room as I could, because obviously I went to all the trouble of getting this wire off of there. I definitely want to use as much of it as I can. I would love to get all of it, but don't know if that'll happen or not. So, alright. That dude's on there. Just have to see what we end up with. I don't think it's oh boy. That much difference. The old bobbin's definitely taller and longer too. So we'll see. I did this with a neck spacing. Definitely kind of envision it being a neck pickup. Would be really cool in a telly or something. Ah. Alright, here we go. We're gonna wind this dude. Yeah, I got a good feeling. Of course, this would all come crashing down around us if something happens with this wire on the spool here. I don't think it will. Where's my thing at? There it is. I think we'll be close on getting all this wire on there. Excited to hear what this thing sounds like. I think I did a pickup kind of like this a long time ago. One of the first, back when I was still in Austin. Ended up in a guitar that I sold to old Carson McCone. Don't know whatever happened. Well, I mean, she still plays music. I see her on Instagram every now and then. She was nice enough to buy a guitar that I built. Obviously, it had pickups in it that I built. The neck pickup was kind of like this one. Wonder what happened to that guitar. Probably exploded when she needed it the most. Alright, well, we didn't make it all the way to the very end, but we got close. And we lost about 300 turns there at the beginning. So, not ideal, but that's how it goes. And we'll just have to see. We'll just have to get the leads on here and see what we ended up at. I'm seeing 6,500 turns. I don't know, man. We'll just have to see. But we might as well go for it now. That's a drag that broke right at the very end. I don't have my strippers. Back in action. Get the little doodad here. Oh, that's the way the wire breaks. 6,500. So we probably could have got, if everything had gone according to plan. I'm surprised that this wire was breaking like it was, because it felt pretty good coming off of there. But you know, this wire is probably, I don't know, at least 40 years old. 50, maybe not 50, 45. It's been sitting around. Wonder what this is going to end up being. Hopefully over 5K. If it's under 5K, I'm not going to be... If it's under 5K, I'll probably not finish this video. It'd be great if it was 6K, but I don't see how that would happen. There were lots of kind of low output, low resistance, I should say, pickups that were built like P90s. Carvin AP6 was one. They were really low for a while. They went up later, like 3K, 4K. Okay. Uh-oh, come on. Don't break now. Okay, don't have my tape over here. Okay, alright. Let's get this dude taped up. And then we will go check the we'll go check the resistance. Might be a cool little pickup, hopefully. All right. Got that. Let me get over there and like it's gonna be 0K. And then I'll just start crying. Look at all this junk over here. That cup's not gonna hold that. I think the camera stopped because I it ran out of room, so I just had to get on there and just deleted like the video of Leah being born. No big deal. And I don't know. I really should have cleaned these. Maybe I will. Okay, that took about 2 seconds. All right, I'm gonna glue these on. They're gonna go on there, right like that. Both of the north side of the magnets are both pointed at the slugs, and that's what magnetizes them. I'm gonna put them right on there like that. There you go. And then we end up with right at about 25 on the old gauze meter there. Got my clamps ready. Got my super glue ready. Let's see here. How do I want to do this? I'm going to glue these on. Just getting a cover. Getting my finger glued. Alright. Hopefully I don't have to, there you go. Hopefully they will make contact with all 6 slugs so I don't have to solder them together. I'm going to use this black plastic humbucker cover. I'm going to drill it out so you can see the pole pieces. The original, hold on. Get this out of the way. Here's what the original cover would have looked like. This may be the original cover, may not be. But as you can see, it's a non-standard size, and it looks great. It's actually a really nice looking cover, pretty thick. But I wanted this to be on a standard size so somebody could drop it in the neck of whatever they wanted to. I mean, it'd be cool in a telly, but probably not going to end up in a Les Paul, but maybe. Who knows? Depends on how weird you are. Lots of guitars have humbucker size pickups, but definitely wanted to use a standard size. So this is what we're mimicking. This is what we're using. And I can attach it all to a standard base plate, or a P90, humbucker size P90 base plate. All right, that should be set. Now, question is, we still going? Yeah. Do we have contact? Not with that one. Not with that one. Not with that one. Okay. So we are going to have to, we're going to have to solder these on. But that's not a big deal. That's why I cleaned it. Might be a little tricky getting in there, but we'll get in there. Put some of the magic goop. Put some of the magic goop on there. And bring out the beast, the Magnum Weller 260. Oh, this place is a mess. Alright, don't break my heart. I can sand that off. Hold on. See, look. Got it all soldered up. Is there a tall spot I should knock off? Yeah. Yeah, they got hot. Burnt my finger. Okay, now. Alright, those are grounded. Hopefully I didn't burn up the coil. Should have done that. You know, probably would have done a lot of things different if I'd only known. Okay, there's that. It's going to sit right on there like that. And then that'll drop on there. I'm going to use this, I think, be a good one to use, 2 conductor, because I've got this piece, this fried piece sitting here. What am I doing? Yeah. Alright, so I am going to have to still cut. I might 3D print it. I might just try to cut it on the laser. A little jig to drill this cover to match, you know, for the pole pieces or whatever. Okay. Ow. 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 Alright. Got it. Now which way does this... Alright. Get these backwards. But that's okay. Going. black to white and white to black. There's that. Two conductor wire is good because you've got the start. Now I could screw this together. The two conductor is great because you have the start of the coil is black, the end of the coil is white, and you can, and then there's a ground wire, and it's shielded. So your coil is isolated. So if you need to flip the phase or do series stuff, you can. Basically, it's the equivalent of 4 conductor wire, but for a single coil. Right. Get this guy all put together here. There we go. What are we up to? 10 minutes? I'll cut some of that. Gotta keep these episodes under 30 minutes. Gotta do better. I had some real long ones. Come on, jackass. There we go. Yes, yes, yes. I wish I had that extra 500 turns, but did not go down that way. And I say I wish I had that 500 turns. It might sound perfect like it is. 500 turns might have made it sound like crap. I don't know. Alright, where's my thing? Alright, my tape. Get this dude taped. Get everything hid in here. Plenty of room. There's one. Maybe I'll lacquer pot this. Lacquer pot it, and then I can put the cover on after I lacquer pot it. I can't lacquer pot the plastic cover because it'll just melt, but I could lacquer pot this and then put the plastic cover on. Maybe that's what we'll do, just to be cute. If I can get this all in here. Man, this thing's a disaster. It's an embarrassment. You can't even see it. Alright, there it goes. Come on. Come on. Should I put them up there or? No, that's good. If they'll stay there. Will you stay put? Will you stay in there? Probably not. There. Because then I could lacquer pot it. And once it's done lacquer potting, it ain't going to go anywhere. Ta-da. Just waiting for the cover. Cover's just going to... There you go. Of course, it needs some holes. Alright. Let's do it. We'll lacquer pot it. I like that idea. Let's check this first. Because that'll have, because originally it would have been unpotted. If we lacquer pot it, that'll definitely give it help out a lot with the microphonics. And I did have to wind it pretty loosey-goosey just to keep from breaking the coil. All right, let's see. Does it still work? That still works. All right, now let's see. We got. Ah, damn it! Come on. Let's see. Here's the. Jackpot. Alright. Okay, we're gonna do the lacquer potting. Alright, I'll be back. That's some great noodling, Pierce.
Yeah.